What up, my friends? Let's make some money today. Let's make some money. Oh, my goodness. Skull. We got 2 games. Skull, baby. We got 2 games, including the Vikings at home against the Bears. I smell potential problems down there from Minnesota today. Over there. Yeah, over there, up there, down there, wherever you are. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching today. Trying to make some money with me. Starting off with Brock Bowers. And who the heck is playing quarterback for him tonight, my friends? Woo! We got a lot to talk about today. We're going to be looking at NBA, of course, because I can't help myself. I'm an absolute degenerate. Got to scratch the itch. We're going to look at the Vegas Raiders. We're going to try to figure out what's going on with Aiden O'Connell, Desmond Ridder. Listen, I actually looked at Ritter's play-by-play, and I tried to see who he was throwing to, when he threw to them. Brock Bowers, I think, could be really sneaky tonight. We're going to talk about him a little bit as well. And I think there's a play or two we can get on the Atlanta Falcons side. And then, of course, I've got multiple plays already posted inside Discord for the Minnesota Vikings and Chicago Bears game. That could be full of prop goodness. And I do think there's money to be made tonight. I think we need to avoid some landmines, though. So let's work together today during the show. If you are new to the channel, new to the show, here's how it works. Essentially, I will give away a pick or two throughout the show. I usually start off with a pick. I will talk about a lot of different players, different spots. I will target them for props, and I will find you some gems research-wise. On top of that, we'll start to look at building out like a parlay together for Underdog, or we'll slide over to FanDuel Sportsbook, and I'll start to bang out some type of parlay for a game. Heck, I mean, yesterday for the Bills-Detroit game, I had like 3 or 4 lays that I had made for the fam watching the show. We had, a couple hundred people on YouTube for that show. And yeah, we were real close to banging home like a plus 25,000. Like we were knocking on the doorstep, literally a David Montgomery touchdown away from like a 9-leg parlay. It was an interesting day of football. I feel like I just kind of survived. I went 4-4. But NBA, of course, fed us as it usually does. Gosh, NBA has just been phenomenal. I'm going to be talking about, both games tonight and NBA. So if you're new, on top of all this stuff going on, just do me a huge favor. Like the video. You're an OG. You already liked the video, hopefully. I think we got over 100 people watching already through this intro section of the video. And I love that. And I appreciate you, Hundo, for being here early and liking the video while you're here. But if you're new, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, you get me 4 days per week. And yes, that includes over holidays, my friends. I am here at 9:30 in the morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, to provide you all the betting content you need. The other days, Tuesday and Thursday, not Saturday anymore. I've made that my open schedule, my family day, my take care of life day. But Tuesday and Thursday, I always post videos. That's my Tuesday video that goes out in the morning for Thursday Night Football. And then Thursday, I post a video for Sunday's main slate. All right, let's get to it, my friends. Yeah, I mean, listen, I was a little nervous about David Montgomery when he hurt his knee. And then he came back in there, had 3 straight catches on a drive in the third quarter. I was like, oh, he's back. He's healthy. Good. Now, bang, we cash that. And I can move on and rest easy. Thank goodness. Yo, what up? Dimitri says picks you had were great, man. But what happened with Tyreek? Yeah, no joke. What do you have? Like 2 targets? He had 2 targets by halftime, 0 catches. So yeah, we had some, we stepped on a landmine there. There's no doubt about it. We stepped on a landmine. Jordan Love had a 36-yard pass. We were 2 yards short from the long pass completion there. It's just one of those days, We're just one of those days. We had James Conner over 17.5 rush attempts. He finished with 16 in a blowout game that they decided to run, their backups to close out. DJ Dallas to close out the fourth quarter on the final drive. He only had 5 carries in the first half, despite the fact that he had like 80 yards rushing, and they had thrown the ball 21 times in the first half. Like, coaching was just bizarre. Coming out of Sunday going 4-4, I felt like we got lucky, honestly. I mean, I will happily walk away at 4-4 this past week. Hopefully we go 2-0, 3-0 tonight, And, we wash our hands and feel free of, any stress that you might be harboring. Cheetah was open all day. I don't know. I was watching that game too. It looked like Tua sold. I agree. Like there was that one crossing pattern over the middle. They threw the INT. I don't know if the defender dropped it or caught it, but like Tyreek was legitimately 5-6 yards ahead of his defender, and the safety was out of position on the wrong side of his shoulder. And if he caught that in stride, literally untouched, probably outruns everybody by 10 yards by the time he makes the pylon, would have been like a 60-yard touchdown. And Tua threw it like 8 yards too short over the middle and behind Tyreek right to the defender. So I don't know, man. That offense is, they're struggling mightily. All right, let's get to it. Let's make some bets. Thanks. Again, 200 people tuned in nice and early. I thank you very much for that. If you've hit the like button to start the show, thank you for hitting that like button. If you're on Twitter, hopefully you've already liked and retweeted the show, and we find a way to make some money together. It's not the greatest looking slate, but it's a slate. It's a chance for us to try to make some money together, and we're going to do our best with it. Let's start off right here, my friends. DJ Moore. So the line's starting to move. I posted this maybe an hour ago. DJ Moore against the Vikings. This is an interesting spot. We're also going to talk about Brock Bowers, which I have not posted as official, and I will get to that. But I want to talk about this Vikings and Bears game first. So, Chicago on the road. I believe Vikings are 4.5, 5.5 point favorites for this game. Let me just double check right here on FanDuel. Wow, they're up to 7-point touchdown favorites at home. I don't know about that right there. Bears +7, if you can get that, might be an interesting play. Anyways, I digress. The Minnesota Vikings have given up the second most yards per game to outside wide receivers. DJ Moore, I think, has a chance to pop off. We saw him play the Vikings 3 games ago, had 7 catches on 7 targets for 106 yards. Looked great. In fact, in the 4 games since we've had the new OC calling plays, or maybe not a new OC, but they've had a new player caller for 4 straight games. My man has been balling out, honestly, balling out. Looks very good in this offense, looks more comfortable. He had 62, 106, 97, and then last week, 49 yards receiving. So very close. But in those games, more importantly, 7, 8, and 16 targets. He's played more than 91% of the snaps in all 4 games. He's getting targeted down the field. He's making catches. He's had 7, 8, and 6 receptions. When you look at his props for today, there's a lot to like for DJ Moore. I'm going to bring up his name. Let me refresh the odds so we can get, the updated odds here. That way, when we're looking at this, we can check his long reception. We can check his reception prop. We can check his receiving yards. I want to look at his touchdown prop today. Over here, by the way, the discounts that we're getting on FanDuel, they ain't the best today. They're actually a little touch and go, in my opinion. But I was looking at DJ Moore for a touchdown or Keenan Allen for a touchdown earlier today across different sports books. And somebody's going to score out there for them against the Vikings. And I think it's happening through the air. So I have a little interest in both of these guys tonight. And I just wanted to say that before I forgot it. I think you can make some interesting touchdown parlays for this game. So we will talk about that as well. I'm just kind of teasing out a few different things I want to talk about today. Let me type in Moore. DJ Moore pops up. And you can see, best odds was what I was looking there. FanDuel for +210. Don't know what's happening here on BetMGM, taking in 1.5 touchdown props. That's interesting. Let's see. The total receptions, I think, is in play today. Heck, you can get that on Hard Rock at +110. You've got a +105 on BetMGM. The long reception on FanDuel, green shaded right there. It means best place to play it. The lowest line for a line that you like for the over. You like the market for the over, but the lowest line's at 20.5. There you go. That's where you'd play it. If you don't have FanDuel and you've got Fliff, you got 21.5 -125. The international books, all 21.5, and you get a -120 on, let's see this, on Bovada. So that's in play. The yardage, again, this is what I was talking about. I think that the receiving yards prop for DJ Moore is going to be heavily bet on by the end of the night. I think this line will move. 59.5, I think, is probably where it will settle, maybe even 60.5. I posted it earlier at -115 on DK as one of my 2 official picks for tonight's game, and I like it a lot. Again, why do I like this one specifically at, let me type this one in, 5.5 Listen, we're getting plus odds to the over. And again, 4 straight games where he's at 8, 16, 7, 7 targets, including this game against the Vikings, who have been shredded to pieces by outside wide receivers. They allow the second most receptions in the NFL to wide receivers per game, almost 15 per game to wide receivers, and outside wide receivers specifically are shredding them to pieces. So DJ Moore in a great spot tonight to rack up receptions. Now, you could probably sprinkle on the 5.5 if you want a half unit for the plus odds. Throw another unit down or so on the yardage itself, depending on what line you're getting here. We have the 57.5, and I think you've got upside. Here's where I want to try to take advantage. Ladder it. Truly ladder. I think tonight is a ladderable game for DJ Moore. So when you're looking at the yardage, matter of fact, let me quickly go back to this. I don't know why I clicked off this page. DJ Moore. Okay, so we're going to look at the ladder on DK real quick, and then we will go to FanDuel and compare it. How about that? So I am going to go right to this game so we can just look right in here. Receiving yards. So DJ Moore at 60, 70, and we're just going to compare these lines real quick. I think this is a game where you try to ladder DJ Moore because I think he is the guy who will get, has the more upside than Keenan Allen, who just, listen, I mean, he might get some targets, but he looks slow this year. I don't know if Father Time has finally caught up to the man or not, but I think DJ Moore's the guy in this offense who has the upside that we need if we're going to be looking at a ladder. So here we go. Let's compare the odds and see if there's a better spot to ladder it on. Let me see if I can go side by side for you. How about that? What do you think? Yes. Oop. Nope, that's not working. Let's try this. Yeah. All right, there we go. Got a bunch of monitors, got a bunch of crap up. Finally found a way to get it all on one page. Let's see how it looks here. All right, so we're going to look and see. We got the DJ Moore. Where did he go? Alt lines. Okay, it works. It works for me. There we go. Oh, that's not bad. That's kind of a cool display. What do y'all think of that one? Is that cool? That's nice, right? Hey, man, maybe I should do this more. Heck, this is really cool. I like this. I could show a heck of a lot of information this way. My only concern is it like blurry on mobile? Chat, you guys got to let me know. What's up, big dog? Appreciate you, man. Down below in the description section, there's a link that will automatically apply 50% off. You enjoy that, my friend. Also, I will post it right there in chat for you. How about that? Just grab that link right there in chat. The link is down below. And it's just like any other subscription service. It runs through OddsShopper. And then you get access to Discord. So, laddering. Looks like you're getting a little bit better odds over here on DK. 60 plus. It's on phone. You're on phone. It looks clear. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you, Callie. Thank you, Daryl. So you're getting 10 cents off, essentially. 10 cents better virtually on every leg. Yeah. So, no, there's no, sometimes every once in a while it gets weird. Like you would see, for whatever reason, FanDuel might have a higher 70 plus than DK. So when you ladder, you go back and forth. Now, DK's the place to ladder this tonight. So outright, over 57.5, better for DJ Moore. And then if you want to climb the ladder, again, I think you can. Like, there's no reason why you can't. Oh, how's this look? Oh, okay. This is actually pretty cool. I think I stumbled upon something here that could be kind of fun to do here. Look at this. That is pretty nice. I kind of wish that my tool were on the right side of the screen here. Let me see if I can slide it over. Let's see how this looks. Hey! Listen, y'all, this stuff kind of gets me excited. I'm always trying to find different ways that I can display things. I kind of like that. Ooh, we might have found a gem. We might have found a gem here. So I'm laddering. I'm telling you right now, I think the ladder is in play. How's this look? Can I full screenshot this? Yes, I can. This is cool. All right, players. Ladder worthy. I'm going to save that photo just so I remember about this format. I might set this format up in future videos. That's kind of neat. All right. Cool. All right. So there you go. First play. DJ Moore over 57.5 receiving yards. Ladder, sprinkle in play all the way up to 100 plus. Really, if you're feeling funky, the 120, it's not like he can't get there. He's at 106 and 97 2 of the last 3 games. He's being targeted. And the wide receivers against the Vikings this year have shredded, absolutely shredded. They have just been so good. So, matter of fact, this is just nuts. You guys want to hear some of these stats I have found? The Vikings are giving up the second most receptions and second most receiving yards to wide receivers overall. Like, they are getting an insane amount of yardage per game, almost 185 yards per game through the air to wide receivers. The Vikings, that's their weakness. It's their secondary. And it's not against tight ends. It's not against running backs out of the backfield. It's legitimately wide receivers. And we saw it when DJ Moore racked up 106 against the Vikings a few weeks ago. And in that same game, Keenan Allen had 86 yards. Hey, guess what? Both of those numbers are their season high. That's crazy. Like, they legitimately both had the best game of the season in that game against the Vikings. And how funny is this? The lines are moving during my show because of you guys and gals out there. The 100 plus went from a plus 425. Here's my photo. This is funny. Now I got this photo to show. A plus 425, and now it's at a plus 400. You guys are starting to nuke the ladder, aren't you? Every single line from my little segment there has gotten worse. Oh, man. Listen, I tell you, this is why it's important to be inside my VIP, because you got that play earlier, and now it's here on YouTube. And later in the day, it's going to be even worse. It's going to be even worse, right? You watch this video on replay 8 hours from now, and like, good luck playing any of this. Like, I bet DJ Moore's line's probably going to be 60 and a half, 61 and a half yards, and all the ladder's just going to be wrecked. You're not going to get anything worth playing across these plays. Anyways, let's move these off the screen. Well, that's fun, man. I really like that setup. That's very nice. Take a sip of coffee. Whew. Thank you very much for tuning in this morning. Truly, I love these Sunday morning to Monday morning back-to-back live shows. It's pretty freaking fun, man. I love this. We got $120 watching YouTube right now, and only 40 have decided this video is good enough to hit the like button. Scroll down on your phone right now, please, and just boop it. Just boop it. Hit that like button. Support free content. You want free content? Support free content. Run up the likes. If you're on Twitter, run up the retweets. You've liked the video, all that good stuff. Help me grow this. Help me grow the space. Help me grow the space. I like this play, and I think it's a really good one to start with. Let's stay in the same game. Let's talk about Justin Jefferson. Let's keep this view on just for today and see how it goes, okay? So this is kind of like what you would see on a mobile view, by the way. So if you're on mobile, you can just do what I did. You can zoom out your screen, and you'll be able to see more columns. You can take the visibility and remove the event name. So you just listen. I know Justin Jefferson. I know the game he's in tonight. And there you go. You've got all these different markets, and you could see it like that. But hold on. Let me just zoom in for you, since we are not all on PC, and we'll look at it like this. All right. We'll look at it like this. We'll just use the first several lines here, and we'll see how it goes. Actually, I don't like that. I can go full screen for a second and then minimize. How about that? All right. Anyways, Justin Jefferson. I wish I'm interested in this 5.5 minus 146. Not to play it as an outright, but to parlay. And let me show you what I'm kind of thinking here. Because at 5.5, I think the line is just too low. It's a really soft line for a guy that's going to get targeted a ton. So I'm thinking about doing a little parlay for that 5.5. Actually, can I take his long reception? See, that's cool. That's an interesting parlay for me right now, is to snag the 25.5 long reception with the 5.5. You're telling me right now that if Jay Jetta gets 6 catches tonight, one of them is not going to be a long one. And let me show you. Let me refresh. Let me get all the best odds here for Justin Jefferson. All right. And let me show you. So there's his receiving yards prop today, 80.5. Look at long reception. Okay. 25.5. My man is flirting with this virtually every single game. So if he grabs 6 catches tonight, all right, here's 6+. He's had 6+ a ton this year, by the way. Matter of fact, he's had 6+ in 9 of the last 11 games. So if you wanted to take that outright, like just straight up take the Justin Jefferson over 5.5, I don't see anything wrong with it. Matter of fact, how about this? What if, and I don't like doubling down, but I really like the angle tonight. What if we just outlined, just to cut some of this juice, just outline DJ Moore? Something as simple as that. Like, dudettes. Like DJ Moore goes out there, gets 25 yards receiving, and now you've got a nice and healthy line. Essentially, you are betting on DJ Moore not getting injured and Justin Jefferson racking up 6 catches for the 10th time in 12 games. Like, this is low-hanging fruit. To me, this is low-hanging fruit. I mean, you could do the opposite over here, too. Like, you want to go Sam Darnold, 175+. You know, maybe, listen, you already got a DJ Moore play. Is this good enough for you to cut it down to a -138? You want Darnold at 200+. You know, what about Sam Darnold 1+ touchdown pass? Right? Like, there are ways to cut this down, in my opinion, where I'm not a huge, like, juice cutter fan. I used to do it. A lot, but I don't like it anymore. Right, dude? I feel the same way. I feel the same freaking way, man. Justin Jefferson has not been kind of my bankroll this year. Not been kind. But I think there's a play to be made here in some way, shape, or form. I don't know what it is yet. I'm just trying to get the juices flowing. What's up? What's up, Legendarius? 100% boost on ESPN again. Let me log in real quick. We did make those. I don't even remember if I ever got around to that, matter of fact. That might be something worth doing today. 100% boost for these types of games, totally needed. Just, hold on. All right, I'm logged in. Let me see what you're talking about here, fam. There it is. Let me zoom in. Oh, that's why. So I got to deposit money. Odds must be 400+. And all right, see, like I don't do these things. Like, I get it. 100% boost is nice, but you got to deposit more and then make a parlay a +400. Like, that's already pretty risky. A +400, dude. But I get it. The 100% deposit, the 100% boost with any deposit. I get it. That's cool. That's cool. Listen, if you already did it, let's see what we can do over here. How about that? But like, I don't think it's great. Well, that's kind of cool. You can deposit $1. No sweat. See, man, freaking sportsbooks just giving us all sorts of different things to use. Oh man, we're not even on the Vegas game next, but we'll get there. But if people are tuning in trying to figure out what bets to play here, let's see what we can create. Can I do long reception with these? That's, oh, man, they have him at 26.5. I can't even put it in there anyways. How about 6 catches for Justin Jefferson? We're at a +190. Can I alt DJ Moore with that? Well, that's interesting. Yeah, we can essentially just bet on 2 players. That's not even a 400, a +400. That's cheese, bro. I'm off this. I'm off of it. I like this. I like this. Hold on, though. I think I like this better. I think just for the -138. Man, I don't like those odds, though. Let me see if I can get it better on DraftKings. We'll go 6 receptions on DK and see if we can parlay it. Okay, so if I make it a +400, so I got a 33% boost already on DK. All right, we're going to make a parlay today. Oh, nice, JB. We're going to make a parlay today. I'm going to try my best here. I'm going to break down the other game. I'm going to analyze the other game first so that we can do that, though. Okay? The only thing here on DraftKings, they don't let you alt the receptions. Like, you're forced to take whatever they got. So, I don't know. And I don't know if I like the minus 138. I want more. I want more than that. Sorry, fam. I am focused and trying to find a W here for you. It's like they tax you on the yards if you try to do receptions with yards, same player. The DJ Moore, this still is my favorite one. I'm telling you right now, like, I like this the most, but we already have a DJ Moore play, right? We just talked about laddering him. So if you're just trying to kind of, hedge your bet, I guess, a little, just do something different. Maybe Keenan Allen. It's going to be sweaty. Like, let me show you Keenan's player logs. But again, the matchup is pristine. Here's 25 plus. I mean, he's been there all year. And again, Minnesota's so bad against wide receivers. Literally, probably the worst overall team in the NFL against wide receivers. So maybe this, that's pretty good odds. That's not terrible. Like, maybe if you listen, our options are limited. I don't like the second game for betting. And this first one, I think, is a little nerve-wracking. I think there's angles we can play here to take advantage. But I also think it's going to be a little touch and go today. I don't think there's anything we can like lock in and feel super comfortable about. I'm just trying to help you out a little bit. I think this play is probably worth entering. I do. I don't know what you can do over there on Fliff. Can you put this on a Fliff? Let me try. Let me see what I can make for you, Fliffer Nutters. Can I get a what's up patch one time? I don't get it. I don't get it. But what's up, Sam? All right, NFL. I mean, we got NBA too. I mean, we could always grab a play from the NBA side of things and then just parlay it with Justin Jefferson. That's another thing to think about too. It's like we don't have to force in NFL only. Let's see here. Receptions. I am on Fliff, and they do not let me do 6+ for Justin Jefferson. So that's a moot point. That's a moot point. I think this is in play. I'm not ready to play. Honestly, for me, I kind of just want to take that long reception prop for Justin Jefferson at 25.5 and go from there. That's what I'm thinking. Yo, I love that. Legendary said he hit last week using myspreadyedge.com. Cool. On that 100% boost on ESPN, you beast. You're addicted to closing line value? Well, you've come to the right place. Oh, my gosh. My Pickett CLV for my here, let me show you the updates. I'll refresh my Pickett for y'all. And you can see it. It's sinking. Let me show you full screen. It's in the middle of a sink. Okay, sinking there at the bottom. Here's my Donuts NBA picks. It's going to focus sooner or later. It usually does. What do we need? How can I make this focus today? I could just show you a screenshot, but focus. It's not happening. Yeah, bummer. Well, you can see CLV. It's kind of blurry. About 140 picks, 93 of them. Positive CLV. No, not 140. 93 out of 132. 93 out of 132. 134. 7 of them pushed. So 93 of 127. So we're talking about 75% of my picks for NBA have secured closing line value. Yeah, that's how you know you're pretty sharp. When you can originate your picks and beat CLV at a 75% clip, that's pretty legit. All right. I don't want to talk about the other play for this game that I had looked at because truly I already gave it to the premium. I don't need to do that. I've heard that. I have multiple, but I do not have that one. I have a donuts one, but I do not have that. I have an actual person with that username out there. And I have heard over the years and been tagged in them. So I don't know. And I don't know if people can like change their name, but not like their ID or something, you know, like if there's like a handle they can change, but it doesn't change their Activision ID. But that's funny. Sounds like you ran into them. I do play Warzone too. That's the other part. Dude, I have imposters on everything. You should see all the TikToks that are DFS and donuts with like 2 O's, 2 S's, a dot after the D or something. They're everywhere. And they're usually scammers, which is the sad part. Twitter. I mean, you type my name in on TikTok, you'll see like 14 DFS and donuts. It's just comes with the territory, man. It's weird. People are strange. Yeah, no, I actually go out of my way not to play on one that's like me for Warzone because I don't want to make it weird for people. Sounds like you went up against him. Did you win? Did you show him who's boss? I hope you slapped him. Let's go to Brock Bowers. So Brock Bowers, I like where is it? Oh my gosh, it dropped. It's dropping. Ooh, is there news out about Desmond Ridder? I actually want Desmond Ridder to start tonight. Hold on, let me look up on Underdog. Underdog on Twitter. I can't imagine Desmond Ridder isn't starting. I mean, Aiden O'Connell didn't practice, not even walkthrough on Saturday. Not even walkthrough on Saturday. I can't envision him starting tonight. This line, I didn't know it dropped. Before the show, it was at 63.5 on FanDuel. His long catch is at 19.5. Receptions plus odds on FanDuel. Look at this. Look at that value. Oh, my goodness. Look at the other books. Hold on. Are these books saying he's going to have over a 51% implied probability of 7 catches, but only is going to have 60-ish yards? $16.5. That's the line. Okay. So Aiden O'Connell last week through 3 quarters of action. Yeah, I know. There's a narrative here for Desmond Ridder. I agree, Richie. So through 3 quarters of action, Brock Bowers had been targeted 1 friggin' time by Aiden O'Connell. Once. Just wasn't getting the football against a team going into the game. Tampa Bay is supposed to be one of the worst teams in the NFL against tight ends. So there's some logic for you. Coming off the back of a huge game against another team that's struggling against tight ends, the Chiefs. Ridder comes in, plays a quarter and like 5 minutes of the NFL game, throws 4 times to Brock Bowers, who racks up, I think, 2 catches for 37 yards in that quarter and a half. I think that if Desmond Ridder plays, Brock Bowers gets targeted heavily as he's the best player on the field for the Raiders, and especially against the Falcons, his former team. You got to think my man's going to try to ball out there if they let him go. essentially gave up on the kid. The receiving yards, I think, is in play. Long reception, moving down to 19.5 is interesting. I mean, he's flirted with that literally all season. Even two of his misses, 18-yarder, 19-yarder, like just missed out. There's some value here. I mean, even last week, did not have a lot of catches, did not have a lot of yards, and still had a long one. Again, like this has happened multiple times this year. Look at Cincinnati. That game, eight targets, only had 5 catches for 45 yards, but he had a 22-yarder. Here's another one. Carolina had a 21-yarder, only 3 for 41, 6 for 58. Hit the over here. Maybe this is just the angle. Maybe it's just the fact that he's so good, he's going to get loose at least once down the field. Hopefully he gets the target. Maybe it's just straight up take the long reception and call it, because there are enough days here where the over 6.5 receptions tanked. You know, look, LAC, Carolina, Cincinnati, Tampa. These are games that he cashed the long reception in, despite the fact that he only had 5 or fewer receptions. Look at the receiving yards. Did not have enough. Did not hit the over against the Chargers. Did not hit the over against Carolina. Didn't hit the over against Cincinnati. Did not hit the over against Tampa. And guess what? He hit the over on those games for the long reception. I just figured out what I wanted to bet on for this Vegas game finally, and it was right there looking me in the face. It's the over 19.5, longest reception for Brock Bowers. And I would venture to say in every game that he's had receiving yards and hit the over, I bet he had the over for long reception. So we need to look at Miami and then these three in the middle, essentially. Okay, so every game he's had over 60.5 receiving yards this year, he's hit the over for long reception in every game except for this one against Pittsburgh, where he had an 18-yarder. You guys see me on a lot of long receptions, long pass, long rush. I always think they're tremendous value, and we've cashed out on almost 80% of them, despite the fact that Jordan Love just missed out yesterday. We still did cash out the what was the other guy? Joe Burrow over 37.5, where he finished like a 39-yarder or something like that. So yeah, it's a good market. These like long catches, rushes, and passes, especially when you've got players like Brock Bowers who have, tremendous talent. So yeah, there it is. That's the play. I was waiting to try to find what I was going to bet on for this game, and it's right there. It's right there. It's the 19.5 long reception. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. And I will be even happier if we end up with Desmond Ridder as the starting quarterback. I will. There it is. Just throw one unit on it. Keep it simple. There you go. So if you were on YouTube right now, you actually catch the first play from this game from me. I have not done another play from that game. That's the first one. I like it. I'm not on McCormick rushing yards. I did look at that earlier. Alexander Madison practiced in full the last several games. And, practiced in full the last several days. And I don't know what we're getting out of that backfield tonight. It seems like the staff is going to give McCormick the first crack, but we have seen Zamir White, Alexander Madison, and now Sincere McCormick all have their time in the sun this season for the Raiders. And they've also rotated in the middle of games, even when somebody else is cooking. Like I feel like there's no rhyme or reason to that team, and when they're playing their running backs, and they're 2-11 for a reason. They stink. I actually think that the Falcons will sell out to stop any type of running game and force O'Connell or Desmond Ridder to throw the football 40 times, which is also another reason why I like Brock Bowers a little bit tonight. I just posted that one in Discord just so you don't miss it if you remember. I think on the Atlanta side tonight, I think your best bets are probably going to be on Drake London for yards. I like Drake London. No, Zamir White is on the IR. He's not even there, fam. He's not practicing. He's on the IR with Gardner Minshew. It's just going to be Sincere McCormick and Alexander Madison. I think Amir Abdullah. McLeod receiving yards or Addison Tutty. I mean, they're all crapshoots in my opinion. I got no angles on any of those players. Addison, the only thing I was thinking about earlier was long reception because he keeps getting those downfield targets as well from Sam Darnold. Oh, there's no correlation there. There's no negative correlation. There's no correlation. Nothing. That's just, do you want the parlay? Do you want to parlay them or not? I don't think that that's like a, you're making a poor choice or anything, nor are you making a good choice. It's just, do you want to? I don't know if parlaying those types of markets are the best idea, but do you think? How about Swift under rush attempts? Let's look at his line. I think I forgot to make my parlay. We'll make a parlay here before I dip on DraftKings. Let me see what it is. So I get a 33% boost. It needs to be a 4-leg parlay at plus 400. Yeah, okay. I can make one of these. I'm going to go back here. X. DeAndre Swift. Man, I'm tired today. Rush attempts at 14.5. And you like the under for the Bears on the road against the Vikings. Oh, I'm not going to be able to bring up his player card. I forgot my API I pay for. Uh-oh. We're having trouble streaming to X. This may be an issue on X's end. Please check the stream. If my stream on Twitter has died, I guess that's not a big deal. But that pop-up just happened on my software here. And it looks like it maybe ended. You guys still see me on YouTube, though, right? Before I continue? Jeesh. There's always something, man, I tell you. There's always something. Can't catch a break in the streaming world right now. Cool. All right, good deal. That must just be Twitter only. Let me just remove that. Remove. There we go. Hopefully that protects the friggin' YouTube. I can't look at unfortunately, I can't look at his game logs and matchups and stuff like that because my API that I pay for does, believe it or not, does not have apostrophes. How ridiculous. How freaking ridiculous is that? I have to pay for a more expensive API to have better player names mapped. The world, man. The world is expensive. We'll go old-fashioned here. So against Minnesota, he had 13 carries in that overtime game. I do like the Bears a little bit tonight for a cover, though. I will be real. And if they do, I think we got a shot there. I'm just not betting on DeAndre Swift. I think you're right, though. Like, if you're going to play anything, that's probably to target the carries under, just because of how terrible the Vikings defense is against the pass. Vikings also give up the least rushing yards per game in the NFL. I know that off the top of my head. It's like 80-something yards, 83 yards per game or something. And the rush attempts, they're like second or third least. So, yeah, I think you could probably target the yards under or carries under. I think both are probably fine options. I'm just not doing that. I'm just on different plays, but nothing against it at all. If you like it, take it. If you like it, take it. Let's make this parlay real quick. Enough lollygagging. All right. Grab Keenan. Grab DJ. Oh, hold up. Let me get to the SGP. Man, I can't alt rush and receiving. Oh, I can. Okay. 75 for Aaron Jones. We'll go to receiving props and let's give 60 to DJ Moore. Can I add the long reception? No, I can't. Oops. All right. We'll grab. Guess we'll grab 70 there. Probably something simple like this. Oh, I thought that would get me there. Good luck picking a touchdown. Sheesh. I can tease this a lot. Holy moly. There you go. Something like that. That's not terrible. It's not good. But it ain't terrible. Gives me 100 more cents. Yeah, all right. There you go. Listen, I'm not in love with this at all. I'm trying to help, that's all. Listen, fam, I appreciate all questions. I don't go out of my way to ignore anybody. I'll tell you that. But, when I go back and look at my metrics, I mean, there were 600 something chat messages during my show yesterday. Like while I'm live streaming, it's so like if I'm supposed to be researching here and on my software, I can only see like 6 or 7 messages at a time. Like I have to scroll up. I'm going to miss a lot, man. I'm not ignoring anybody. It'd be like a teacher's classroom where, 10 kids are talking at once. It's like I have to pick out a question I hear the most or easiest. This is probably it right here. I'm not putting too much thought or effort into this one. I'm going to be real with you. I mean, maybe DJ Moore, if we're alting everybody to get a little cushion, maybe we grab DJ Moore at 50. No, I can't get there. I'm under the plus 400. Not passing touchdowns. Ugh. Here's an interesting one. Kalen Williams just doesn't throw interceptions. It's wild because he's pretty erratic. But look at Caleb Williams protect the football. Look at this. Isn't that nuts? That's a rookie out there, y'all. 7 games in a row without an interception. 9 out of the last 10 games, the guy has thrown 0 or 1 pick. And this is throwing the ball a decent amount. 41, 30, 31, 47, 39 times. Some of these games in comeback games, right? Like, this is a really interesting stat here for a team that's lost like 7 in a row, and yet he's not turning it over. So maybe that's just a huge boost for juice or for the odds here. Like maybe that's the angle here. Like maybe we slap that in there. Maybe that's a good straight pick for tonight. Shoot. Like, am I overcomplicating this? I mean, Minnesota's pass defense stinks. Man. I'm trying to see if I want to just play this. The only thing that's interesting here is that like Minnesota. Here, let me bring it up. NFL defensive stats. Yeah, I see you, Chitty. I just don't want to talk NBA. That's not in the mood today. I just post my premium NBA picks. I already got one posted in my channel, my friend. But other than that, it's whatever. I don't know. It's not in the mood. Here's where it gets tough. Vikings lead the NFL. First off, we know they're a horrendous pass defense, but they're also leading the NFL in interceptions. And yet, to make it a more convoluted situation, Caleb Williams went 32 for 47 for 340 yards, 2 tutties, and no INTs. Like, figure that out. Crazy. What's up, Jimmy? Purchased VIP and the tool. Oh, well, I love that. And first off, they're both down below with discounts and codes where you can buy the VIP and the tool for $25 for 30 days. My friends, that's a value. There's a lot of tools out there that cost 10 times the amount of those two things combined with 0 picks included. And vice versa. I know some people are out there paying 50, 75, $100 a month for a VIP Discord or a service, and there's like one capper or a few cappers. Meanwhile, you can grab mine for $15 down below, get 15 Discord channels, 8 different cappers, 4 run by me for $15. And then this tool you watch me use on all my streams and shows for $10. Okay. Be careful what you're paying for out there, my friends. You like Hawkinson 25 plus as a piece for a parlay? 25 yards as a piece for parlays. Gotcha. Well, make one for the Discord with them. Yeah, I don't know if we can like hang our hat on this game specifically using yesterday's, info. Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it yesterday during the show. The Flip Optimizer is going to be live any day now. I showed part of it. It just takes time. Like everything takes time. It's not like I wish it were like snap my fingers and everything's live. The Flip parlay is pretty freaking cool, though. Did you guys see the Flip parlay yesterday where I brought up some of the plays? One of them was Ja Morant over 26.5 points and rebounds, and that one cashed. I was on the wrong play. I was in points and assists. Meanwhile, the Flip Optimizer was telling me I should have been playing Ja Morant on Flip, 26.5 points and rebounds, and he would have cashed. I should have just listened, but I was just kind of showing the optimizer. Yeah, I'm trying to bring it up right now on the side, and I can't even view it. So I think the developer's working on it. Like it doesn't even load today. Oh, yes, it did. It did. That was the wrong thing. Yeah, but it doesn't have what I need yet. Here, I'll show you. Here's NBA real quick. Yeah, here's another. I mean, listen, that's crazy, right? Like you pay $10, you get the odds finder for everything, all these 6 sports. That's crazy. You get a pick'em optimizer. I literally never even show anybody on my shows the pick'em optimizer, but there's a pick'em optimizer. Like what? Then you got the player trends tool. I didn't even show anybody this today. And then the game odds for all these sports. Like, yo, this is $10. You played the PR and you cashed. My guy, you're welcome. Not a lot of flip value today. I'm going to be real with you. Just compared to yesterday. I mean, yesterday we were crawling in it. Maybe because the slate was different. Bigger slate, right? My NFL. Hold on. Sincere McCormick. 3 yards lower line. Better odds. Maybe that's your play then. You like the 50 over 52.5 rushing yards tonight? Well, the Flip Optimizer is saying that's the best play on the board over there on Flip. Line-wise. Let's look at the trends real quick. How about that? Maybe we could find something here before I leave. How about this one? Man, this is markets. These are markets I never even look at anymore. Wow, how about that? Cameron Bynum, tackles assist. He's cashed in 10 on the last 12. How do I find this? Right here, the trends tool. I hope we're using this by now. Yeah, I don't think we have enough lines out. Yeah, I was looking at LaMelo points prop earlier, but I bailed. I mean, that's an interesting. I mean, look at the long reception just staring us in the face. Still. Sam Darnold pass touchdowns. Here, let me zoom this in. How's this look on mobile? Is this too zoomed in? Does that look okay? This probably looks pretty good on mobile, yeah? How about this one right here? What do y'all think of this? There's always a volume-based prop. Hey, fam, yes. I'm not on it. I'm not on it. Play it. JJ. I mean, trends-wise, there's a lot of interesting plays here. I will be real with you. This is just NFL. Want to look at the NBA trends real quick? Let's do it. I'm tired. This is an interesting play, though. He had 5 tackles assists against Chicago last game. Cameron Bynum. What are the odds for him? Let's go to the odds finder. Literally, I bet on this a lot last year too for Discord. I haven't been on it all year. There he is. I mean, DK minus 4. Hold up. Can I put him in this? Oh, that's tackles. I want tackle and assist. Oh my God. All right, hold on. Let me look at this. There we go. Get this out of there. I actually like this. Let me get this out of there. I like that the most. I like these two matchup wise. Love the Aaron Jones matchup. Cash me out, baby. Listen, you could add stuff until you're blue in the face when we're talking about these parlays, but I like this a lot right here. What if I just take DJ and his outright 57.5? We're really gonna pare this down. I know all of you degenerates were sitting there so excited about like a plus 1200, and then I just I just nerf it. Where is it? DJ Moore receiving yards. There we go. Nice and simple. Nice little parlay for tonight. Just like the Bills one I made yesterday live. By the way, who cashed that? Chat right now. Chat, tell me who cashed out the FanDuel Josh Allen lay that I made. Somebody, right? Somebody cashed with me. That was the easiest parlay I've ever made in my life. That thing was as simple as it gets. Where is it? There we go. Right here. How simple was this? $10, 0.2 units. I always put about 0.2 units on my parlays. Easy money MVP. Not even remotely close or sweaty. And I'm about to do it again right here. Another 0.2 units. Keep it simple. Entered. Live for you. Hopefully chat won this with me yesterday during the live show. That was a live show play. Seen only here. A nice value of being here on YouTube. All right, must be a discount here. All right, let me zoom out just a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, this is NBA Trends Tool. Man, Mello, they make him such low-hanging fruit, I tell you. Anybody got any questions on how to use this, by the way? Hopefully not, right? Do we go back to the I think we might go back to the well here with Michael Porter Jr. at 8.5. We've played this several times this year. I mean, his minutes are just phenomenal. And he's still getting it, even with Aaron Gordon back. I think Aaron Gordon's been back, 5 games? He came back against Golden State. He's still cashing it. Do you guys like this tool so far? It's pretty nice, right? All right, you're already on Mello? Or I'm not going to post anything for him then. There's no need for us to double dip. I might jump on that. What else? Ooh, James Harden turnovers. How about that one? Try this. There we go. I don't know what was going on there. Turnovers. 3.5. Wow. How about that? That's crazy. He's said 4+ turnovers in 10 straight games. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool, right? Now, I didn't ultimately post it 2-2, but I appreciate the love, man. This is a pretty nice tool, I tell you. It really is. I like easy buttons, you know? It's an interesting little parlay there. Rozier turnover with Christian Braun steal. John Collins, 15.5 points. There you go, Chitty. That's your play, baby. We're going to protect the ball more lately. Andre Drummond under almost everything. Andre Drummond. Let's look at his stuff here. He's just getting all these high lines because should be getting the start tonight. Man, his lines are really high, aren't they? Might be onto something, fam. What would you go though? Like, what's the play? You know? Just overall, maybe points and rebounds? 21.5? I'm really trying to figure this out here. So, most of those games that Embiid was missing were the beginning of the year. That's the problem. A lot of this data is totally skewed. I think PR would be the move. You'd really have to have a lot of putbacks, in my opinion. 21.5 is an interesting line. PR, yes, he says. Yeah, maybe. I didn't mean to talk about NBA, but, you know, it's so hard not to, dude. And dudettes. These are interesting. I think there's a lot of interesting plays. I don't know what to do, though. Honestly, I just don't know what to do. I don't have like a spot where I'm like, yup, lock it in, baby. I just don't. I'm sharing a parlay to premium right now inside Discord. Reposting to OS Tails. That'll be a fun one to sweat out with the Cameron Bynum tackles. I'm not touching Tyrese Maxey for a minute, man. Oh, he has sunk so many plays for me so far. I got to be like 0-5 on him. Virtually every single time he's been in a spot where I thought he was about to cash, he just failed miserably. I am full on slouched right now, my friends. Y'all should see me. Look how low I am. I am so tired. If you were wondering why I'm not here, it's because look how low I am. I'm just chilling today. That full screen's funny looking though. Well, hey, watch my stream. Hit the like button. It's ridiculous. Maxie Chalks. Tyrese Chalks Maxie. It's a good show though. It's fun. It's chill. You know my Monday ones are always chill. I say this every single Monday. Every single Monday. The live show for Sunday, I do have a standing desk. If I hit the button now, it'll start raising while I'm sitting. The live show for Sunday morning is like super polished. I am, I try to be entertaining and informational and active with chat. And then Monday morning, that's tired. Everybody's got a case of the Mondays. Monday, I'm very chill. I'm just kind of talking about sports, trying to find some bets. I start slouching as the show goes. Anyways, my friends, hey, I appreciate you all. Thank you for, what are we up to? 75 people liked today's show. Thank you very much for that. You could guys just do me a huge favor on your way out the door. Hit the like button for me. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. You'll get me 6 out of 7 days per week, providing you info, nuggets, analysis, picks, bets, parlays. I do it all for you. And if you want, down below, again, use my website. It's $10 a month or $10 first month. Try the VIP picks, $15. Treat yourself this holiday season, and then stick around for month 2 if you choose to do so. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And thanks for watching today's show. And I'll see you tomorrow morning for the Thursday night football video. Take care, my friends. Look at that. I joined VIP. I made 1K my first week. What a testimony. Appreciate